Hello everyone, this is Taryn with Wonderfully Made Handcrafting. Today I have another Bible journaling process video for you in my Interleaved Bible. As you can see, it is right on the back side of the page I did last week for day 12 of By the Will for God's devotional, Give Praise to the Lord. Today we are on day 11 and I am in Psalm 117. It's a quick chapter, just 2 verses that says, "Praise the Lord, all nations, extol him, all peoples. For great is his steadfast love toward us, and the faithfulness of the Lord endures forever." Praise the Lord. And so, as you can see here, I want to cover up that page because I have just a little bit of bleed through or shadowing from the prior page that I did. And so I'm using this old letter that I purchased a number of years ago at an antique shop, but I didn't want to use it itself. So I took it over to my printer and made a copy of it. And I'm so glad I do because the handwriting on this is just so gorgeous. So anyways, I did take a minute to actually read this letter, and it is actually a little bit bittersweet and sad. I believe it's from a son to his father about his mom's passing, like the anniversary of his mom passing. And the husband's wife, obviously. So it is a little sad, but it is life, and I am just using it as a background. So hopefully no one's going to go through and read that letter. But the handwriting, like I said, is just beautiful. So anyways, I'm using that for the back, and that will cover up all the bleed through of my prior page. And now we're gonna just make a cluster. I really liked this duck or goose. I don't know which one it is, honestly. And my favorite ephemera piece was the floral that I already trimmed out and fussy cut. And so I'm actually doing this other floral with tulips, maybe that's what they are. But I am pretty finicky and like to get all the little white pieces out as best as possible. So I'm coming in with this little utility knife and getting all those pieces out. So now we're gonna just make layers upon layers. So like I said, I love those little daisies, and then I'm gonna use one of these labels because why not? These are a go-to for me. The only trick I have for you is that if you put them on something that has a super busy background, like this daisy folder, you can sometimes see that print come through. And I also like to get that perfect placement with them. And so sometimes just putting them on a backer is super helpful. So now I am using these clear alpha stickers. I'm going to spell out the word Hesed. This is what steadfast love is translated to in this verse. And so I'm going to just put that there. And we're also going to make it stand out just a little bit more after I glue this down. But I want to make sure I get that placement as best as possible with that label so that you can still read it. So that is why I'm putting this little cluster of the duck/goose together with the daisies. I also wanted to add a little bit more texture to this cluster, and so I'm going to come in with a little bow that I'm creating for this bird of some kind, and I'm just going to cut a little tiny strip off of this little fabric tab that we got in our kits, and I'm going to glue it together to make that perfect bow, and then it'll look like he has a bow tied around his neck because it is a he. I'm not sure why, but I've just decided that's what it is. So anyways, using this Barely Arts glue, and it sticks wonderfully. So that will be nice. I do put one little strip around that bow so it looks like it is actually tied and not me gluing stuff together. I'm going to cut little triangles out on the bottom to fancy it up even more. And then we're going to glue this bow down to this guy's neck. So now we can glue this all down to the file folder. I will have some notes that I tuck in there. But first off, I was going to come in with my pen and kind of trace around those stickers like I often do. But I decided to take this Tombow dual brush pen that is in this super light gray color and just make a little shadow, and it does make it pop quite nicely. So now we know where everything is going. I'm going to lay this label down, and then we're going to put the duck goose on top. I'm so sorry, guys. You probably know what it is. But I am laying him down on top of the label. I did use one of these mini clips because I will use it in the end, but it also helps me as I'm making this cluster. We're going to stick these floral bunches right behind in between the little file. And now I'm looking at these verse cards or flashcards, and the verses that go along with Psalm 117, 1 and 2, both are purple, unfortunately, and I have no purple in this layout. So I've decided to forego my idea of putting those in. I probably should have checked that out to begin with, but it's okay. And then I do have this little picket fence kind of card that was part of the freebies, and so I'm using that out to do the Strong's Concordance number for Hesed, the steadfast love, and then I am writing out Psalm 117:2 on this card. I will underline steadfast love as well, so I know that that Strong's Concordance number actually goes with that. Next up, I was actually thinking about using this header for some goodies to put in my little file, but it looked really cute in this section without the background. But I didn't think, obviously, that that paper plus the background paper are going to be the same exact color. And so it just wasn't popping. So I decided to get rid of that. We can use it at a later time or throw it away. It doesn't really matter because it's just a copy. And now I'm looking at where exactly I want to lay this cluster. Usually I would put it in like the bottom left-hand corner or bottom right-hand corner, matters on what side of the Interleaved Bible page it is. But this time with the letter and the script in the background, I just thought it was nice to be almost centered. And now we're going to add a little bit more texture with some glossy accents in the middle of the daisies, guys, because why not? And after that, I am going to add just a little bit of color to the edges of this page with, you guessed it, frayed burlap, distress oxide, and that just kind of brings this page to life. I did get a little bit on my brush, the little glossy accents, but it's okay. We washed it off afterwards. Anyways, this is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this process video, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.